Hello everyone, I am the Lonely Hunter and I am back with another Black Ops 2 video. And as I was about to say that I am retiring from Black Ops 2, that I gave up on the game and I was patiently waiting for Call of Duty Ghosts to arrive, the League Play season came up and it was a new League Play season that I would like to play in, so I decided to hop on and try to play some matches, try to get placed, because I don't always want to play public matches, I want to play some League Play as well, just to break the monotony, because hell, there is also another mode in this game, there is League Play, so just not to leave it there, just not to leave it neglected. I went there and played a few games, and this is probably the 6th or 7th match that I had. So a reason why I like League Play is that I can play some of my favorite objective modes without the BS, and I don't talk about Hardpoint because I didn't like Hardpoint from the beginning, but anyway, I am talking about things like Capture the Flag or Search and Destroy, because on Search and Destroy I really don't like to play on the public playlist, I really don't like to play 6v6, because there are now the guys who set up clips, there are now the guys who are going for the crazy sniper shots and die over and over again, and it is a bad thing when they are in your team, because they suicide after they missed the trick shot, after they miss the quick scope, so it is a lose-lose situation, because if you are on the other side, if you are on the other team, then probably you will die in a bullshit way from a sniper, or probably you will have no one to face and you will have no objective to attack. So sometimes it is really bad to face those guys. Also there is another instance, the guys who sit in a corner with their claymore, with their bouncing Betty. I mean, this is to some point understandable, because I was already doing that in MW2, but I got bored. I really didn't want to do this on other games, I really didn't want to camp on Search and Destroy anymore, and this is why I don't do this in that game. This is why I act kinda fancy, I act kinda cocky, because I am also playing against some players who are not really the greatest, or maybe they didn't have the greatest of days, or maybe they didn't have great connections. I don't know what happens. Probably it is not a matter of skill at all, because you know, skill and Call of Duty don't really go together. And another thing, you will see me camp sometimes, you will see me stay in corners sometimes waiting. It is because I exploit the hell out of my headset, and it is because I have Astro A40s, of course, and those guys, some of them at least, don't have dead silence, which is a fatal mistake. When you are playing League Play Search and Destroy, you should have dead silence in your class for sure, because the other guy who has a headset can sound whore you easily. Now, I would like to tell you about the latest things that are coming to Search and Destroy with Call of Duty Ghosts, and maybe take some time to discuss all of these things, because the gameplay is self-explanatory. I put some TDM stats on those guys, and I do that as well with the scoreboard up sometimes, but I put some TDM stats because those guys are not the greatest, and I finished the game with a really great round of the death machine. You're going to see it. We're going to clean house with the death machine, but apart from that, I would like to talk about the change from Search and Destroy to Search and Rescue, and why do I like this? Now, I like this because of the public match aspect, and since the game has too many bullshit ways to die, I would prefer to have the ability to get revived. At least there is that ability in other modes, in other shooters out there. For example, I believe there is a shooter which is really realistic. There is a shooter that you take a shot and you feel like you got shot, because you die really fast, and there is the revival aspect in a domination mode in this game, because the other shooter that I mentioned, and I do not want to name drop right here, I do not want to mention another title, that game has the ability to revive your teammates when you capture an objective, so I believe that this is amazing, and I really like the ability to pick up a briefcase and revive my own teammates in the game. That would be kinda cool to see in Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, on the competitive scene, I don't know if this will be kinda great, I don't know if this will be bad or not, because there are some opinions, and let me state them right here. Some believe that this will not be great, because Search and Destroy, as of now, it is a really punishing mode. You have to be on your feet, you have to be ready for action, and you have to take the right decisions. You have to make the greatest decisions possible, and if you do not make some great decisions, then you will pay for it, because Search and Destroy in League play is unforgiving, and sometimes you might have to hold back, sometimes you might have to think again before you take a step, even before you take some cover, before you move to a certain corner. You really need to think about your moves. So another thing, when you are going on search and rescue, you have the ability, of course, to play a little bit less recklessly, and if you do that, then you have more opportunities of some exciting things to happen. So we may see some more exciting kills on events, we might see some better plays on events, you know. Now on events, when we are seeing some SMD plays, it is mostly a situation that is expected by everybody, because there is somebody in a certain position, in a power position, taking the other guy who is in a less fortunate position out, and it might be more unexpected to see some things happen different than the standard mode of Search and Destroy. So it adds the unexpected factor. It is less punishing, but at the same moment it adds another layer of tactic, because you have multiple opponents to go against. You cannot really depend on a certain number, you cannot really have a certain number of enemies in your head for the whole duration of the rounds. So I believe that it is gonna be a great addition, and maybe there are some rule sets that will go out as a patch or something, or that will go out as a separate playlist, and we may see Search and Destroy as it is right now, but you know, for pro players, for a pro playlist or something like that, we may see variations of Search and Destroy, and I strongly believe that we will see a variety of rule sets, just because there is the pro support, of course, and just because there is not always a mode that stays still, that stays as it is, and there are always changes to please the community around. So there might be a certain place that Search and Destroy will apply once again, or it may stay just for private matches and events, I don't know. But I am really hoping that Search and Rescue is a great mode. It looks great and it looks really tactical. I am really looking forward to it. So what are your thoughts for Search and Rescue? If you enjoyed this video, leave it a like. I'll see you guys later. I am out. Peace!